Welcome back with us. It is National News Literacy Week, and MTN News partnered with local journalism students at Capitol High to help tackle an issue that directly impacts their community and peers. The Capitol High Paw Print reports on how vaping affects their school and the impact it has on teens across the state.
We know that vaping here at Capitol High is a problem. We talked to our school officials who say they confiscate dozens of them per year, and our peers who say they see it all the time.
We definitely see more vapes than any other drug-related issues at school. So now it's just trying to keep up with various trends, various ways where vapes can be stored.
But officials with the Office of Public Instruction say it's also an issue across the entire state.
Vaping has affected all school districts just about in Montana. We know that cartridges have been found on playgrounds, so it is happening down in probably upper elementary, I would imagine, but definitely more so in high school.
Okay. State health officials say only 5% of adults report using vaping products, but 30% of high schoolers report using them regularly. Most vaping products have flavors and catchy names. Officials are worried teens are being targeted.
We're very concerned about it because this new product that really is new to the market, fairly new to the market, has taken youth by storm in the United States and hooking a whole new generation to nicotine. And it's really a generation that would have largely remained tobacco-free and wouldn't have been addicted to nicotine.
The school resource officer says that when he catches students vaping, there are consequences, including community service, a fine, and the recommendation of a quit program. Health officials say the best way to prevent teens from vaping is education, especially about the health concerns.
Almost all e-cigarettes that are sold on the market right now contain nicotine, and we know that nicotine is not safe for youth and young adults because it affects their developing brain. It harms learning, mood, behaviors. So these things are being altered by that nicotine chemical and can change your brain for the rest of your life.
Reporting from Helena, I'm Ethan Hall with the Capitol High Paw Print.
All right, Evelyn Schultz is joining us in studio to talk about what it was like to partner with Capitol High students. So where did they come up with the idea for the story?
So we actually initially discussed a lot of different ideas with the students, and they had a lot of different ideas. When we sat down with them to have this discussion, we brainstormed topics like student homelessness, as well as what is in the vending machines at their high school. But they ended up choosing vaping simply because it's been in the news so much recently and because they thought it was timely and had an impact on their peers.
Very neat that they chose such an obviously timely
Absolutely.
topic. How did you help them through this entire process?
So these are journalism students. They work for the newspaper, so they already had a lot of the journalism skills, and they've been putting them to use, but we helped them with sort of the television aspect, how to shoot video, how to set up an interview in terms of using a camera, how to match what you're talking about to the video that you're showing. We also worked with them a lot on how to choose who to interview, and that included picking some state health and education officials, people that they normally might not think of interviewing simply because they're not at their school.
Yes, absolutely. Lots of good ways that you helped them. How would you say that you yourself learned from the students?
It was really inspiring to see a new generation of journalists. Not all of them are going to go on to become professional journalists, but they're definitely good at it and doing it in their high school, and they have a passion for it. So that was inspiring and fun to learn from them. I also learned that news literacy is a process that should start when you're young, ideally in high school, because young students should be learning how to tell fact from fiction and how to tell what is a true news story.
Absolutely. All right. Well, thank you so much, Evelyn.
Thank you, Jessica.
All right. Coming up next in